It really is an honor to be here, and thank you, MPE, for the nomination. What a validation of all my hard work this year to be nominated for this award. What I want to talk to you about is my story from 2009, and it's about achieving balance. It's about taking it to the next level. I think that's what a lot of us here are striving for, so I want to tell you a little bit about my story. To start off, I want to give you a little introduction as to who I am, and I think one of the best ways to describe me is that I'm a family guy. I have two beautiful daughters, a wonderful, gorgeous wife, and they're the main reason why I'm here trying to make my business better. This is what I live for. I'm also a perpetual student. I have a doctorate degree in physical therapy. I did postdoctoral studies, fellowship studies in the lumbar spine, CSCS, and a board-certified nutritionist. I love learning, and this is my passion, and now I love learning about being a businessman. So that's a new title to add to my description. I think another way to describe me, a fitness enthusiast. I love fitness. I live the lifestyle. If you ask my friends, I think they'd tell you I'm a good friend too. And another interesting thing in terms of give you some background about me is I've been a patient. I've suffered head trauma and spinal cord injuries. I'm sure there's some type of a joke there about the head trauma. But also many other injuries that's helped me identify with my clients and my patients and struggles that they have to go through. This is my little girl, Bella. Again, one of the main reasons why I work so hard. She's 3.5. And that's my little Maddie. She's 17 months, and she really keeps me going. Definitely a big daddy's girl. So enough about me. Let me tell you a little bit more about Spectrum, my business, and give you a little lowdown on the story. It was 2005, and I think I just jumped headfirst into adulthood that year. Within a short span of time, I turned 30, found out I was having my first child, bought a house, and had this crazy idea at the same time, might as well start a business, right? Well, I had a physical therapy practice that I was involved in, and I was also a fitness professional. The two just didn't mesh. I needed to make sure I was incorporating all my efforts together in one facet. So I decided to launch Spectrum Fitness Consulting. That just meant that I just got some space and started seeing clients. I thought I'd just work hard and the clients would come. I was pretty clueless though. And in 2007, I started seeing more clients by myself, got more busy, more burned out, and even more clueless, unfortunately. 2008, though, things changed. I found MPE, I learned to be a business person, found an admin, got a couple trainers, and started to develop and grow a real business. But 2009, that's been really the big year of growth for me. Sure, we saw more revenue, and yes, I experienced a lot of personal growth and business growth, but more importantly, we showed that we could persevere against some hard times here this year, and I really achieved the ultimate goal, what I think, which is balance. We all talk about taking it to the next level when we're trying to grow our business. Well, for me, I really got a good idea what that meant. That meant to thrive, not survive. I didn't want to just get by anymore. That wasn't good enough for me anymore. I wanted to thrive. So I had my own new definition of success. It was sustained growth with balance and speed. I didn't want to sacrifice my family. I didn't want to sacrifice my own health. And I wanted to do it now. I didn't want to wait. I worked hard, and it was time to do it in 2009. So I joined VIP because I thought that was the quickest and most efficient way to do that. And I had this epiphany. I felt that, I deserve this success now. And I know it sounds kind of corny, but as I went through that positive affirmation, I couldn't help but think of Stuart Smalley from Saturday Night Live. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. But the reality is that I worked hard, and this is going to be the year. I'm going to make things happen now. So I took some massive action, and I got a big list here that I want you guys to check out real quick here on the PowerPoint. I just went forth and just pursued these actions with rapid fire. I went after VIP, sent out direct mail, started a blog, a newsletter, launched campaign after campaign after campaign, and really went after things, pedal to the metal. And I kept going, became a board-certified nutritionist, joined the chamber, more marketing tactics, more business growth opportunities, and went after them. But what I want to talk about tonight is just a few of those strategies and how that really took our business to the next level. Public speaking. Many of you guys here tonight heard about my speech about public speaking. Some of you here joining us through the webinar haven't heard much about it, so I'll go over that quickly. We had a massive, an obscene ROI from public speaking, over $25,000. We invested little and got a lot in return. And this is a great place to start. We developed a system, though, that allowed us to sustain that growth and a conservative estimate, about $100K per year. We went after warm leads, but also went after cold leads. And as a part of that process, we are now going after 10 corporations per month. In September alone, just going after this new system, we got 5 paid, 3 free, and 3 pending speaking engagements going from now all the way to 2010. So we're really going after this. This is something that everyone here and everyone abroad and on the webinar can go after right away. Public speaking, big ROI. And then we joined BNI, Business Networking International. Now, it's my big belief that people do business with those that they know, they like, and they trust. BNI has a similar philosophy that meshed very well with this, and they had a good environment to cultivate leads. So I pursued this, and in the last 3 months since I joined, we got $10,000 in referrals. The result of that is I also got 1 speaking engagement, which I got a small lead, about $2,400. But more importantly, I secured a relationship that led to 3 upcoming public speaking gigs that I'm getting paid to do. So another final thing is that it has a great ROI, again, 87. That's a huge ROI. So that's a big action we took. And the final thing big action we took was social proof. You know, we've heard all about the power of social proof. The best way that you can get a good idea of the value you're providing to clients is for them to tell you in their own words what they got out of it. And I want to just show you some of my favorite ones here. One of our clients said about our service, "This is priceless." Another said, "I would pay 3 times the amount knowing how much better I've gotten, how my life has changed." The other told us, "This is one investment you will not regret." And finally, another one, "The attention to proper technique and their bank of innovative exercises is priceless." This speaks volumes to your value. If you don't want to sell, go out and get testimonials. And there's more. And there's all over my website, all over our new packet that we got. We had this little packet that was inspired by MPE, page after page after page, of people proving the benefits of what we're doing for people. I've lost so much body fat. I've lost 20 pounds in 8 weeks, lost 70 pounds, lost 40 pounds, lost 23 pounds of body fat, 20% to 10%, 16 pounds in 5 weeks. Never felt better in my life, one of our clients said. Lost 21 pounds. And finally, look as fit as I did before I had children in my mid-20s. Powerful stuff that we went after and has really been a big crux of our business. Now, this all sounds great and rosy and smooth, and you guys are probably thinking, wow, that's great. But the reality is that we had a lot of challenges and a lot of failures. I think one of the best ways to define success is not how well things go when things are going good, but how you react when things aren't going good. And be quite honest, a big part of this year, things were very tough for us. I'm going to tell you a little about that now. I had a very trusted assistant that helped me launch my business. She was my first employee and a good friend. She had to leave because her husband lost his job and had to relocate. So I had to hire somebody else. My wife, her job was in turmoil. She was having a very rough time at work. Now she was asked to work an extra day a week, which meant I needed to take an extra day off during the week to be with the kids and divert a lot more work to late nights and the weekend. All this was going along as her father passed away earlier in the year. He'd been sick for many, many years. My wife, being a nurse practitioner, was in charge of a lot of his coordinating his care, and it took another big toll on us as a family and accordingly on the business. Right around the same time as when I had planned a long time in advance to take the nutrition boards, so in addition to all the extra work crammed in even less time, I was trying to study for those very intensive boards. My wife then transitioned jobs. Again, more stress on the family life because of coordinating childcare and all the other issues. I had to fire our new admin assistant. Although she had a good first couple months, I found that she grew horns and a tail and I had a pitchfork. She came up with a pretty big attitude problem, and as hard and difficult it is to fire somebody, especially at that time when we were trying to crank and really turn out business in a tough time, we had to do the right thing and get rid of her. And then I couldn't resist the alliteration, sucky summer sales. That pretty much typified, part of our summer. Now, this wasn't because of the economy, and it wasn't because of anything other than me failing to keep my foot on the pedal. So it forced me to learn a very valuable lesson. When things are going good, don't stop and pat yourself on the back. Keep going. Be persistent. And I learned that lesson quickly, and I'll tell you about that a little bit more now. One of the big things I learned is that you always got to surround yourself with good people. It's critical. Otherwise, it could be a cancer in your business. Take very good care of your business, because one day your family's going to come first. You're going to have to leave to attend to your family responsibilities, as I had to do for a big part of last year. But fortunately, we had a good system in place. It kept running when I was gone, and that's a very critical point. Finally, don't bitch and moan, just do the right thing. My father-in-law that passed away, the man suffered from 2 forms of cancer, had strokes and heart attacks, had his leg amputated, was on dialysis, had his bladder removed, had his hip replaced, and his spine fractured. The man endured more in his lifetime than anyone should ever have in 2 lifetimes. And not at one point did he bitch and did he moan. Instead, he was more concerned, did you have a good day? How are your kids doing? How's your family doing? And that forced me to really look at myself and realize, listen, things aren't that tough. Work hard, do the right thing. It's as simple as that. And finally, I learned to take responsibility for my success. It's not the economy, it's not the bad admin, it's you. You are responsible for making sure you get stuff done. And it was really a very mind-opening experience, and I'm glad I had these challenges. Now, I didn't do this all by myself for sure. MPE certainly came to the rescue. In particular is one of my new favorite people, Camellia. She really does rock. I think that's the best way to describe it. She helped me through some difficult times, and I'm like a kid in a candy store. I got a lot of different ideas. She helped refine them and focus them on what I needed to focus on in work. Project Manager Pro came out from MPE. That helped me take all my ideas and figure out what's working and how to do it in the most time and efficient way and the most effective way, which is critical because when I started a business, I didn't want to work 18 hours a week, and I didn't want to sacrifice my family and my health. I want to do it right and smart. MPE helped me do that with this. I had gone through Duplicator, and I was able to go back to that. When I had all my admin issues, it was very quick and easy to go back to that and figure out how to rehire and how to train, and that was invaluable. Finally, the Eric Ruth effect. There was one day in the summer where I was really despondent about how things were going, and I was writing a newsletter, and I was wondering, man, is anyone really reading this? Am I really making an impact of this? I kid you not, the next day I get an email from Eric Ruth. He said, Mike, your writing is just amazing. You're doing a great job. Can I use it as an example? A couple days later, I tuned in to Gold Plus, and he's singing my praises, and here's the copyright guru of our industry. And it really did a lot to boost me up. It was a very timely thing, and I really appreciated that. So some financial results. In spite of all these things, we turned out some pretty good things this year. Our contact list grew from 700 to 1,200. We have a small 1,000 square foot facility, and we're starting to get big time with this. We have 5 proven plug-and-play marketing methods that will allow us to generate an ROI greater than 21. And that's huge, especially for long-term growth. In the months we had 2 or more marketing campaigns, we were bringing in over $24,000 a month. This exceeded our best month ever by far. In fact, as of this day right now, we're about $250,000 of revenue this year alone, which is a big jump over the prior years. More importantly, we're poised for long-term success now. We set things up so we're not only going to grow and have a good year, but we're going to keep growing and keep having more good years. And we've done that by having multiple projects planned for all of next year. The tasks are delineated, the time frames are known, and it gives me a lot of peace of mind knowing that. We have 11 speeches scheduled between now and the beginning of next year, and we're pursuing 10 more speeches each and every month. We have a system to do that. We have a lot of projects coming up: client reactivation, Best Body Challenge, Raise Rates campaign, referral campaign, and a makeover project. They all start when they're all in process or start in the next few months. The ultimate goal, however, as I talked about before, is balance. And let me tell you how I did that. I am my daughter Maddie's. I'm her favorite word and her favorite toy. My daughter Bella, we have scheduled out story time when we draw together, and I'm her wrestling companion. She likes to roughhouse with Dad. That's a big success of balance here. I have now mapped out quality time with my wife Danielle, and I attended my own fitness goals, and I deadlifted 500 pounds this year, which is a big goal of mine. So I kept that in there too. Thank you. And I think if any of you guys remember last year, one of my biggest goals was to take the family to Disney World. I have 2 little princesses myself, and I know what they think about Disney World. And well, this is a good picture here. That's me and my little Bella. She sat with her cheek pressed against mine for about 12 minutes, and it was one of the best 12 minutes I've had in a long time. And I was very happy to be able to take her there, and they're probably just getting home to Disney World right now as I speak. This picture was taken right when I left. I don't know if you guys can see it up there, but This dude really does need a new car. That's me with my 2001 snazzy Nissan Sentra. If you pan in a little bit, you can see the rust right on the front there, 180,000 miles. I go to leave here today, and the girls are getting ready to go to Disney World, and they said, Daddy, where are you going? I said, well, I'm going to go out and try to get you a car, honey. So, listen, I really appreciate, the time here. I hope my story has inspired you in some way, and I wish you the best of luck in the upcoming year. Thank you very much.